As you know, Hamas seems to be the only group that doesn't care there's a peace deal with Israel. But they're not killing Jews anymore. Now they're slaughtering their own people. And they're not keeping it a secret. They're videotaping it. They're putting it on the internet and they're bragging about it. Yep, the same Hamas that did this to southern Israel 2 years ago is now slaughtering their own people. I'll show you the aftermath on video. You don't want to miss this. What's going on inside Gaza, Will Johnson? You just hinted about it. Now we're going to talk about it. Inside Gaza, Hamas has come out of their terror tunnels. They like rats coming out of the basement, literally.
Yeah.
They have rearmed completely. They're roaming the streets and they are mowing down rivals who will not support them. Now, when I say mowing them down, remember, Hamas videotapes this stuff.
Yeah.
And I'm not going to play the video of the executions. I've watched it. It's horrific. They're lining these guys up in the street. I saw them chop a guy in half with a machete. I saw the video. They posted it. This isn't like AI stuff.
No.
You can hear them screaming, Allah Akbar, Allah Akbar. God is great. Their God, if this is what their God wants, is not a God I want to even acknowledge as a supreme being. It's not that way. It's from that way.
Yeah.
Because this is a God of death. Let's not make any illusions like it's kind of like your God, kind of like my God, just a different name. No, and no.
And no.
So let me show you one picture that I can. After they've executed enough guys to fill up a pickup truck, here's what they do in Gaza. That pickup truck is filled with dead bodies that they just executed. I cut out the part of the video before it, showing them lining the guys up, forcing them on their knees, executing them, shots to the head. Then they load them into the pickup trucks and drive around screaming, Allah Akbar, God is great.
And that's recent.
That's from yesterday.
Monsters. So, and this is horrifying. It's like a horror movie. And, and it's like, oh, look what we done. And these are not Israelis in the truck. These are Palestinians in the truck.
They're Muslim men who they have decided are not being supportive enough. Or have the audacity to say, we want peace. We want the deal from Trump. Bring us the new housing, bring us the new buildings. We want to live in peace and have jobs and families and have a normal life.
So, Barry, have you seen any reports or any, telegrams coming out from Israel about them doing this just recently? Because, the disarming, they're not going to disarm. And you know what, Barry, I said this last time or a couple of days ago, last week, I kind of don't want them to. Well, and the reason being is selfish, because I want Israel to go ahead and do what they have to do. They're going to force them. They're going to force their hand, Barry. And right now, the rest of the world on paper, like you just mentioned, Israel has their backs on paper, like you just said.
Well, let me answer your question succinctly as of this morning. Here's what Trump said today. He said, in regards to the videos that he was shown in the Oval Office of Hamas executing, and they say it's hundreds so far in the last 3 days. He said, if Hamas continues to kill people in Gaza, which was not the deal, we will have no choice but go in and kill them. That's unquote from President Trump. Now, I don't know who the we is. My guess is it's turn the IDF loose, because Trump said there will not be American combat troops in Israel.
Yeah, I think there was a press conference yesterday and someone was bringing up about, Hamas disarming, and they said, President Trump said they'll disarm. If they don't disarm, we'll make them. And one person said, well, can you tell us exactly how you can do that? And President Trump said, I'm not telling you nothing. He said, I don't have to tell you anything, how we're going to do anything. But he's made it clear that we're not going to put U.S. military personnel on the streets of Israel or in the Gaza Strip. We're not going to do it. But see, President Trump doesn't have to. They could put ships off the coast. They can give support that way, and they can get all the support that Israel is requesting. And there's going to be a lot of people upset about that. But they're not upset about them killing Palestine. Well, I mean, come on. And I see this in the future, Barry. I'm looking in the future. You know who they're going to blame? All these people losing their lives?
Israel.
How did you know?
I'm psychic. It amazes me, all the Greta Thunberg idiots around the world, all the Hollywood elite that was free Palestine, blah, blah, blah. Well, now Trump's map has been adhered to and has been verified by the U.S. that Israel pulled back to the lines that Donald Trump set. And so once Israel's not everywhere, that means on the other side of the line, Hamas is back. Like I said, they've come out of the tunnels. They are openly armed, patrolling the streets, collecting bribes, selling back the food, and anyone that protests anything, they're being exterminated, literally exterminated. Where are the protests? No Jews?
No
news.
No Jews, no news. And when I first heard that statement, Barry, I didn't understand it. I'm just being honest with you. When I first heard that, I'm like, what do you mean no Jews, no news? What is it? What's that even mean? Now, for everyone else who had the not understanding of it, no Jews, no news, here it is. Because they're not killing Jewish people, so no one talks about it. What's the UN saying about this? Someone at the UN had to see it.
Why isn't the Security Council meeting to condemn this? These are public executions. That's never happened in the history of Israel since it was founded in 1948. These guys have been in control for 3 days, and every day they're slaughtering hundreds. It is horrid.
I don't think I've ever asked you, Barry, what would you like to see take place?
Well, I've read the Hamas charter, and I've read the revised Hamas charter. And today, I read the quotes in the earlier segment of the head of Hamas and the head of Islamic Jihad. Both of the statements saying they're going to kill all the Jews were made after Trump's announcement, after they signed the deal in Egypt. The deal was signed last week. Now, since that time, they have broken the deal in 3 main areas. Number one, they've not returned all the dead bodies. There's still 19 that they say, well, we don't know where they are. Even though Israeli military intelligence can tell them where at least 10 of the 19 bodies are. So Turkey has sent in rescue teams to look, as have other countries, because Hamas is not looking. They're rounding up people and murdering them. Number 2 breach, they were supposed to disarm. Number 3, they were supposed to give up any involvement in governance, which they are not. They're setting up checkpoints. They are now reestablishing control. So the 3 main parts of the deal, they've already breached: the hostages, the disarming, and the government. And those are the 3 main things that Trump had to fight for, which is why I said the deal was miraculous on paper. And it's why you and a lot of experts have said, Trump, you're being overly optimistic. You're believing because they signed it means something. And it don't. It just doesn't.
Yeah. I've noticed this one thing about President Trump is that he is a person who gives people a lot of opportunities, no matter who they are. He's given them the opportunity to do the right thing. Do the right thing. Just do the right thing. Just do the right thing. I mean, he gave Nancy Pelosi and Chuck Schumer opportunity to do the right thing. So that's who he is. But they're not going to do the right thing. Barry, you know more than me about how they are and how they say that, oh, yeah, we'll do X, Y, Z. And then they just turn around and do just the opposite. We know exactly how they are. And they're not going to stop. I'm just wondering, when is it going to be game on? That's what I want to know. When is it going to be game on? When is Israel going to say, okay, you know what? we need to give these people some more free Palestine protests to go do. Let's give it to them.
Well,
because they're going to go in and help Palestinians.
Well, Trump
but they don't want that either.
No, they don't. They don't want it, Will.
No,
they're turning it down.
Yes.
They're the ones blocking the trucks coming in. So Trump said yesterday, I've been holding Bibi back. When I give the word to Israel, there's going to be no more holding back. All hell to pay. I know you're going to say, well, he said that 10 times, and Marco Rubio said it, and Pete Hegseth said it, and Bibi said it. I don't know. I mean, there's a lot of behind the scenes maneuvering going on, but the truth of the matter is Gaza has turned into a hellhole again. And the Israelis aren't doing it. They're not shooting at anybody. They've withdrawn a ton of troops. They took the armor out. They withdrew across the lines that President Trump established on the maps. I've got copies of them. And they're literally watching the executions.
And they're sharing the videos. Happy to share the videos of it.
Oh, Hamas is broadcasting it.
Yeah.
Just like they did on October 7th. That's what they do. Hey, we're slaughtering people. Only this time, we're not slaughtering Jews. We're slaughtering people that don't support us so that you can see we are the most brutal regime in the history of the last 200-300 years.
So can we get a statement from Rashida Tlaib about this current situation? What about Ilhan Omar? What about AOC? Because she joined the bandwagon too. I mean, can we get a statement from them? I wonder what Chuck Schumer has to say about this.
Wait a minute. What about Tucker? What about Candace? Every day.
Yes. You know what? That is so good.
They're every day.
Yeah.
That's Israel.
Yeah.
Israel is brutal. That, it's the most despicable Holocaust, blah, blah. Israel hasn't even fired a weapon. This is Hamas.
They're not even there. Yeah. And there's nothing. Yeah, I wonder what Tucker is going to say about this. Is he going to say anything at all?
They haven't. Neither one of them said anything all week about Israel.
I think what they'll end up doing is trying to find some kind of way to point the finger at Israel. This is Israel's fault. It's because of them this is happening. How? Explain it. It's just their fault. It's just their fault.
Unbelievable.